My name is Ethan Wright with the Wright Guide Service. I have a hunting and fishing guide service down here in the Lower Mountain Fork. I'm going on 10 years of guiding, and I love fishing this stream down here on the Mountain Fork. It's a really good fishery for dries and nymphs and wet flies. I typically teach more nymph fishing than anything. And most of the time I do it, I get my clientele into fishing Zone 1 and Zone 2, and we really saturate on the Zone 1 nymphing, because that's your bread and butter. Because when they generate Zone 2 and Zone 3, your Zone 1 is always open to be able to fish. And that is really mainly we're going to fish at. And so I typically like to leave my clientele with a good nymphing base where they catch fish on that. And then end it up in the evening time towards the little dry flies if they already mastered the nymphing. Because majority of the time you get more strikes on your nymph fishing, your wet flies.
You know, one of the funnest things about the Lower Mountain Fork River is there's a guide down there named Ethan Wright, and he's freaking hilarious. Anytime you go fishing with him, you're gonna have a blast. And the guy will put you on some fish too.
What do you think about that, Ethan?
For your size, you have real big hands. I also take people fishing for walleye and sand bass and Kentuckies and smallmouth, all make a run above the lake and on the mountain fork. Also, we have them in the system here in the lower system too. Everything runs in February, March, and it's really just a big smorgasbord. It's and also our first dry fly, the March brown, comes off in February too, February to March, and it's just a really good time to be fishing in here in the springtime, and everything's going on. And the unique thing about it is our browns will come through a good shad run to come through the powerhouse. Our shad, our Zone 2, Zone 3, we covered with shad.
One thing that I really enjoyed about fishing with Ethan Wright is that we were consistently on fish.
You hold your mouth right? I know I can't catch one here, but I'll expect y'all to catch one.
Not too bad of a fish here at Lower Mountain Fork. Just getting started.
On the Glover system, we have predominantly smallmouth bass, and on the smallmouth bass area, I fish nothing but remote areas, full dry areas. And the thing is, what's neat about that is it's just we're by ourselves, and we fish. It's two different systems. Springtime, the water's flowing, and so we have a spring flow. We do a lot of streamers and stuff like that, and we do a little bit of canoeing. Predominantly, we stop at different riffles and stuff, different waterfalls and stuff, fish like that. We do, like I said, we do some canoe floating.
Very healthy. What a specimen. Look at how beautiful that fish is.
June and July, when the water quits raining, we had the Glover River gets pulled up. Also, the Upper Mountain Fork gets pulled up. And so what happens? We have a different system then. We have like big old ponds, big old pools on the river. What happens? And then the water gets cleared up. So it's just like we're doing. We do tubes and like that. We wade fish. And so we have two different scenarios. Springtime we have flowing water, and in summertime we have it's pulled up. And that's when you get under our grasshoppers and our crickets and also our dragonflies and damselflies. And then usually this year here, this past summer, we had a lot more rain, so it didn't really happen this year on dries. But the thing about the Glover is that we've caught from 20 inch all the way down to the 6 inch, and we caught in the past we've caught 2 20 inchers and I think 9 18 inchers over there. And average size smallmouth you'll catch is about 10 to 12 inch average size you'll catch over there. But the unique about the Glover is it's just a remote, gorgeous area, all to ourselves. And hardly any people we ever see over there, except a few locals from the bridges. Wading skills 101. We're going to use some 7X here. We're going to do a size 24. 24 or 22. A premium merger, polar merger. You're sipping them. They're taking some of them, you hatch it off and they're sipping on them too. Brown. Brown right there. Oh, that's good. Good job on that, Dallas. Beautiful fish here. Oh, I'm sorry. I did that wrong.
I'll flag that.
If you find yourself at the Lower Mountain Fork River anytime soon, I would highly recommend that you get Ethan Wright of the Wright Guide Service. You won't be disappointed in his service, and you will always catch more fish.
I took Timmy fishing the other day. Timmy! Took him fishing the other day. He caught 43. Out of the woods here. Good, Green. You think pretty good? Well, that's right. I picked the fly out, didn't I?